Check it out. Bring it on. Headlines and deadlines. Live from the house at the end of the world. Cue intro. There is no intro. There's just me and my mic and the fact that I'm not doing a video today. Because why not? Why not mix it up? Why not change it up? When you're doing a video, there tends to be a certain level of thought about the image, and so there's probably less thought on the conversational content. Probably, I said probably, but on the other hand, you do get to talk about what you can see. What's more powerful, the image or the word? There's a question for you. What do you think? The image or the word? Feel free to write your comments wherever you pick up this experimental broadcast. Still testing things. You know, have you used Facebook Marketplace yet? Oh, by the way, there might be the background sounds of children and grandparents, doors, people munching on their breakfast, irrelevant conversations, people stumbling around in their pajamas, actually.
Conversations are more relevant than
What?
your monologue.
Conversations are more relevant than my monologue, she said as she threw a moose. Is this a moose you just thrown at me?
Reindeer.
A reindeer? What's the difference between a moose and a reindeer? The moose is bigger, right? Yeah.
Completely different.
Moose is bigger. They come from the same. Are they from the same sort of family of things? Because they look similar. Yeah. I mean, where'd you find moose? Mooses? What's the plural? One moose, two mooses? Or is it like meese? One moose, two meese? No?
Mooses can be found in Canada.
Yeah. Mooses can be found. Remember that. Remember over there that you're not mic'd up, right? And that means, and that means, you that thing that you're eating. Is it good? Because it looks like roadkill over there. It looks like roadkill. It's good roadkill. Yeah. It looks like somebody ran over a local pheasant and.
The Tuesday omelette
Um,
with ham from yesterday's lunch. And
It's yesterday's lunch. It actually looks like yesterday's lunch. So, there we go. I'll just sit here
very nice.
on the end of the bed and I thought it was a reindeer, not a moose. I'm fondling it. It's small and plastic, and you can pull the legs to either side and make it look like it's tired. It's got a happy look on his face, though. There you go. And antlers to die for. You know. Yeah. Anyway, I just made an offer of £1 to buy 2 unicorn bookends. Oh no, they're not unicorn bookends. They're My Little Pony bookends. Do you think the rainbow in My Little Pony is significant of something else? I don't know. Well, obviously there are different opinions about that. Yeah, it's really nice having you talking in the background there, but it's not going to make any sense to people at the other side because you're not mic'd up, darling. What? So you want to speak and have me repeat everything you say? Oh, great master, oh Lord of the universe, over there.
My Little Ponies are
Right.
unicorns.
You want me to repeat that?
Yeah.
Some of the My Little Ponies are unicorns.
Yes. And unicorns poop rainbow.
Let me just move the mic away from my beard because we're going to have this
Oh wait, they eat.
remix sound going on there, or this sort of vinyl record thing. No, that's not a. That's more. That's more camel than vinyl record. But
And
there you.
unicorns
What?
eat rainbows and poop butterflies.
Unicorns eat rainbows and poop butterflies. That's more information that I really need to know. And who invented that nonsense?
I'm explaining to
Who
you
invented
what the
that
rainbows
noise?
are doing in My Little Pony.
What do they do with rainbows? What do My Little Ponies do with rainbows?
Unicorns eat rainbows. So
What-
My
what-
Little Pony has to have rainbows in it because unicorns eat them.
Unicorns eat rainbows.
Yes.
Why are there no unicorns here then? Because this country is full of rainbows because it rains all the time. That's ridiculous.
I don't know.
I guarantee you it's not going to be long before somebody drills holes in horses' heads and rams in a unicorn and says, look what we've got. We've created a unicorn there. You've been looking at me very strangely.
You're imagining very weird things.
I'm not. People are weird. You know, I'm not imagining weird. Weird exists, right? Weird actually exists.
You're one of them.
Weird is everywhere. What I'm miking you up next time because you're there to sabotage my semi-intellectual nonsensical ramblings. I almost said electrical. This is not a sound test. This is going out live. I did try to tell you that, but you were too busy stuffing your face over there.
Oh, you said you were just testing sound system.
Just women need everything explained in minute details to them in order for them to understand anything at all. Right. I apologize for not giving an accurate description of the fact that this is going out live on Facebook. And to be mirrored wherever there are mirrors, so that the reflections of reality can be beamed into people's heads.
I'll shut up then.
You do that. You do that. Anyway, I made an offer of £1 for a couple of books, including 50 princess stories and 365 stories and rhymes for girls. You don't like the princess stuff, right?
Depends.
It depends, right? I can't have a conversation with you because you're not mic'd up. Doesn't bother you at all, does it? No. You just might like you're like the invisible imaginary friend that I've never had. Right? Just sitting on the end of the bed there, pretending to have a conversation with me. In fact, you're not real at all. In fact, I'm not real. None of us are real. This is just a dream. You're doing that circular movement with your hand next to your head, which suggests something might be wrong somewhere. You chew quite loudly, you know that?
Cabbage.
It's cabbage. It's the cabbage. It's the cabbage. You are what you eat, right? Or so they say. Things that are annoying about doing live audio on Facebook, there's no time counter. They used to have a time counter which told you how long you'd been sort of talking for, and I'd go like, oh, that's 5 minutes, that's probably enough. But now they don't have one. This too long. It's always too long, she said. Yes. It's interesting how they have this audio measure marker for the for doing an audio thing, but when you're doing a video, there's no audio measure marker, so you can't tell if the audio is working or not. So, no, because I'm using my. You want to have a look at the books? You're. Well, you can't see them because the person who took a picture of them didn't take a very good picture of the books that they were offering on Facebook Marketplace. So I don't know. There's quite a lot of books. There's like 15 books or something. No, 15? Yeah, there's 15 books there. There's more than 15 books. Some of them are very thin. It's got Horrid Henry's House of Horrors.
Ah.
There's something called Magical Story. Oh, it's Monsters Inc. Something about space. Something about the convertible playbook castle. Hours of Endless Fun. And I can't read the other ones. I wonder what would lead a person to have those things and then want to get rid of them so cheaply.
Your daughter's growing up.
You never grow out of unicorns, though, right? Well. Scrolling through Facebook Marketplace. Check it out. Sell your old stuff. Exchange, buy, swap, sell. Do what you need to do. I wanted to discuss an article from my Facebook page. This is so much more relaxing than actually doing a video. Doing a video is somewhat stressful. This says me after doing like 2,000 videos, 1,900 and blah 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 on the YouTube account alone. The YouTube account is the Academy of Language Therapy and Life Coaching. Subscribe, like, share, do all those things. There was an interesting article that I posted. Oh, all the articles are interesting, you could argue. You could if you wanted, I suppose. I did a live video about an hour ago for the Headlines and Deadlines project, which is, what is this project? This project is about sharing information. It is supposedly related to information that can improve the quality of your life and your business. But I don't know, everything crosses over, right? Everything crosses over. You can't have... If you're having success in one area, it usually sort of means that everything else is affected by it. And the idea is to have holistic growth so that you have success in all areas and not just one area. There's too many people who, make all the money but get divorced, and there's all of those contradictions out there. So I think what people really need is a holistic approach where they're not just focusing on one area or one element of their life. Anyway, I did a post earlier about narcissism. The idea is to put all the posts out on Facebook and then mirror them to the other platforms. You can actually, there are applications you can buy where you can stream live on sort of all the platforms at the same time. They're sort of subscription based, and it costs money, and you don't know if the money is going to return. And so all investments are sort of worthwhile experiments, I suppose. But let's just stick with this now. I know that the Hacks and Hobbies podcast does these multiple stream broadcasts. Well worth checking out, Hacks and Hobbies. So I did a post earlier about narcissism where I talked about the different aspects of narcissism in conversation where people don't want to answer questions. It's interesting. You can check it out. It'll appear on the Facebook page. It's already there, and it'll be mirrored onto. I imagine it'll be mirrored onto YouTube later on. So wherever you are out there, I hope that you're having a good day. I hope that you're focused on the things that are going to make your day a little bit brighter, a little bit better. I hope you're helping the people around about you. I hope you're putting energy into making things work. Because if you don't put in energy, then you can't get anywhere, right? Because good output requires good input. Don't you think good output? I think good output requires good input. I think it does. Anyway, there's a number of articles. Maybe I'm going to use this format to read through articles. Maybe that'll be a good idea, to read through articles. And to make a few comments about them. I think the live videos are... The video is actually good for Q&A sessions where you're reacting to people.
12
yep.
or 12:15 in Landbride on Monday. Is that possible for you? Viewing.
Let's see. Property viewings. Let's see. Monday at what time?
12 or 12:15 in Landbride.
Yeah, sure. We can do that.
Yes, sure, we can do that. Okay.
We can do it. Sort of between 12 and 1. Yeah. I'm
Yes.
free at that time.
Okay, well, let's see.
There we go. So, property viewing. There you go. Do you want to talk about properties? You want to talk about finding the right place to live? Finding the right place to live is difficult. Interesting, the word difficult. It's got cult in it. Difficult. Is that related to mindset? It probably is. Your environment is extremely important. Your environment affects everything that you do. In essence, I think people fit themselves into the environment that they're in, so you have to choose the right environment for anything to happen. If you're in the wrong environment, nothing moves. If you're in a place where you're trying to move things and nothing is going anywhere, then you have to leave that place and go somewhere else. There is no other option available. You cannot... In essence, you can't really move the landscape. Well, most people can't anyway, so you kind of have to move yourself. And that's the great thing about being human, right? Is that you can travel around, you can move, and you can do things and have a great benefit as a result of that. Have the benefit of different places, different experiences, different people. That's all kind of cool. So this has been an interesting experience, chatting through this live system, and the viewing is set up.
12:15 with Charlie in Landbride.
12:15 with Charlie.
We go Charlie again.
Is Charlie the person who didn't turn up last time? No, Charlie is the person who did turn up last time.
Yeah, he's the one that...
Charlie's the one who did turn up. He was the one with the brown shoes. Yeah.
Did he have brown shoes?
He had brown shoes. I remember the shoes. He had brown shoes.
Face.
Yeah.
He had a face.
He had a face. Most people have faces. Yeah. Charlie, isn't that slang for drugs?
I don't know.
Like Charlie. Like, doesn't that mean like get me some crack or speed or heroin or LSD or something? I don't know. I don't do drugs, so.
Where would I know that from?
Films? I don't know. You might know that from films. I don't know. You might know that from I don't know, having interesting friends.
I'll ask him next time I see him.
Isn't Charlie like slang, urban slang for some kind of drug thing?
Check out the Urban Dictionary on Google.
Urban Dictionary on Google, yeah. There we go. The answers are easy. I could just ask Google. I could just say, "Hey Google, is Charlie slang for drugs?" And Google will say,
I don't understand.
Google will say they don't understand. Hey Google, which drug is Charlie? That's not gonna get an answer either, is it?
Cocaine, according to some information that I found on the website counseling.cua.edu. To read more,
there
look
you
for
go.
the link in your Google Home app.
Cocaine. Now Google has just sent me a link to cocaine. There you go. See, I just something in the back of my head said that from my university days. You want to ask Google something?
Okay, Google.
She's asking Google.
What's the definition of Charlie in Urban Dictionary?
Charlie in the Urban Dictionary.
Sorry, I'm not sure how to help with that yet.
That's too complicated a question. You've got to reduce the words when you ask because it's keywords. Okay, Google. Urban Dictionary Charlie. Let me try that. See.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Right. So my pidgin English is not acceptable for Google. That's okay. Any other kind of farm animal would sort of be okay. Zora has a strawberry in her mouth and several strawberries in her hands as well. It must be Valentine's Day. And Babka must have left you some strawberries on the table. She can't talk because she's got a mouthful of strawberries. There you go. That's the way it goes. I want to see how this all goes out online, because I'm very comfortable with this non-visual thing. Non-visual is so much. It's
Are
like
you doing the live audio?
Sorry?
Are you doing the live audio?
What do you think I'm doing?
Is that the same thing that I
What?
told you about before that is on Facebook?
What?
And you were like, why would anybody want to do
Did
live audio? That's just stupid.
No, wait. You're. Let me think about this for a second. No, you're not. Look. I'm sure that. Look, I knew about that long before, because I've been working with this stuff for like 10 years, okay? And they've had this stuff available for about 8. So, I did make the point about the audio before, that why would anyone want to do audio when the video translates to the person at the other side? You're losing your belly fat over there. When the you'll a couple of hairy sausages and you'll
A couple of them.
A couple.
Valentine's Day surprises.
couple of hairy sausages. I seriously wasn't thinking about that. I wasn't. Seriously.
Wow.
Just.
Okay then. That's fine.
Okay. Yanka says you can all bring over your hairy sausages. There you go. That's probably about.
Only if they're low carb.
It's only low carb ones apparently. Right. Well, that's it. This is headlines and deadlines test. I'm going to check it out and see how comfortable I feel with it, and then maybe do some articles with it later. I don't know. It's intriguing. It's very intriguing. Okay. Right. Meanwhile, the background madness continues.